Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for Monday, November 3, 2025. And in the news this afternoon, Hurricane Melissa death toll expected to climb higher. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says that the authorities are expected to discover more dead and wounded people this week in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. The government has announced that the authorities have so far discovered 28 bodies following the violent storm. But speaking with the news, Dr. Tufton says the death toll will rise this week based on the number of uncollected bodies and the parishes in western Jamaica.
28. I suspect it will go up based on what we have been hearing. Whenever a fatality or a notification is given to us by persons from communities, we normally work with the JDF who does the search and rescue. And to the extent that those persons are identified, then provisions are made to take them out. The reality of the injured and the severely injured is that in some of these off-main road communities, access is very, very difficult. And so I wouldn't be surprised that we discover more. I would prefer not to, but we go as long as we are notified and we take whatever precaution that we need to. The ones that we are aware of have been picked up, a number of them from this parish in Westmoreland and some in St. Elizabeth. Those are the two parishes where we are encountering most of the fatalities.
Government urged to speed up issuance of burial orders. As funeral homes continue to grapple with the storage of bodies retrieved following Hurricane Melissa, the government is being urged to expedite the issuance of burial orders across the island. Up to Saturday, 28 people were confirmed dead, arising from the passage of Hurricane Melissa, with the death toll expected to increase over the next few days and weeks. President of the Jamaica Association of Certified Embalmers and the Funeral Directors Association, Calvin Lynn, has argued that, as it stands now, there are lengthy delays in having autopsies done, and the current crisis will lead to further delays.
It has been done before, and especially at this time, to close my argument, it should be done. Is to expedite it, hurricane or not, because up till 2 months ago, roughly, people have to be waiting 2-3 months for all the autopsy to be done, because we have to take the bodies to either Spanish Town venue or Kingston. The government can get the post-mortem examinations done in each parish or neighboring parish. All the government contractors in the island do have what is called the backup electricity system to run your refrigeration system, as happened previously for the past 12 years, I think. Autopsies used to be done at the contractor's place, being done by the qualified physician according to the Health Act. The medical officer of health in each parish has a part to play, can get these autopsies expedited by the parish physician and issue the burial order instantaneously.
His suggestion comes following a call made by Member of Parliament for St. James West Central, Marlene Malahoo Fort, whose constituency is among several affected by flooding and related hurricane activities. There are reports, particularly across Westmoreland and St. James, that dead bodies remain in homes and beneath rubble days after the weather system made landfall in Jamaica. In some instances, residents have been told to dispose of the corpses in the sea or burn them since they were in a state of decomposition and roadways were blocked. Mrs. Malahoo Ford argued that it is irrational to transport corpses across the island to be stored in morgues that are without a power supply. Mr. Lynn added that, despite the best efforts, the newly constructed state-of-the-art forensic pathology autopsy suite, recently commissioned by the government, is not yet fully capable of dealing with the high number of autopsies. The Office of the Prime Minister outlined on Saturday that reports of possible fatalities are still being verified, noting that the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Jamaica Defense Force, and the Ministry of Health and Wellness are coordinating the recovery and the verification process. Avoid a contained main road in Manchester due to rising waters. The contained main road in Manchester between Kirkvine and Williamsfield has been blocked off by the police due to rapidly rising waters in the area. The water began rising on Friday, forcing several families to evacuate. Residents say this is the third time the roadway has been reduced to this state. They say 2 people died when it was first flooded in 1977. Councillor for the Belfield Division, Maria Mitchell, is appealing to the public not to traverse the roadway and to avoid coming in contact with the water, which he says may be contaminated. House in peril after landslide in Johns Hall. A family is in danger of losing a house after a section of the foundation was washed away in the Johns Hall community of St. James. Water associated with Hurricane Melissa removed a section of the foundation, leading to challenges with the stability of the house. The house belongs to Lincoln James, former principal of the Howard Cook Primary School. I would like to see it remain intact, but we are not going back in there because it is greatly compromised, James told the news. When you go inside there, it's like you're going downhill, he added. The former educator explained that the family has since moved into another house on the property and will be limiting visits to the compromised dwelling. He said the family's belongings, including furniture, remain in the house except for a few important things that they managed to take out. His car is also perched precariously against the side of the house. That too, he said, he will not be touching and will instead go to the insurance company to see about it. He suggested that a change in the channel of the running water caused the issue. We did not know that the water had changed its course and had taken back to the house, he said. There was a big mango tree on the hill there and blocked the path of the water coming down the roadway, he added. He said that in addition to that, there was a landslide that exacerbated the issue. Therefore, the water had no other channel but to burst the embankment and to go down, he said. The soil is mainly dumped to earth, topsoil all the way down, so it just eroded everything, he continued. He said the family was in the house during the incident, but didn't realize what had happened until his son recognized the issue. We hastily emerged from the back of the house to this one, and we have been here since, he said. Banks urge cashback use as the ABM network crippled by Hurricane Melissa. With much of Jamaica's automated banking machine network disabled by Hurricane Melissa, banks are urging customers to use the cashback feature at retail checkouts while they work to restore services amid widespread damage and outages. The cashback option allows debit card holders to receive cash from participating merchants when making purchases. According to the Jamaica Bankers Association, this service is being promoted as a temporary alternative as banks confront major disruptions to branches, ABMs, and point-of-sale systems. In a public advisory issued on Sunday, the JBA said financial institutions are dealing with extensive challenges, including power and telecommunications failures, blocked roads, staff dislocation, and heightened security threats such as vandalism and attempted robberies. The association said its member banks are coordinating with the government and the Bank of Jamaica to safely restore services, prioritizing the hardest hit parishes. Some branches have reopened in phases, though several continue to operate on reduced hours due to limited access to electricity, water, and internet. With many ABMs still offline, the JBA advised the customers to check their bank's social media pages for updated list of full-service branches offering cash. It also noted that some gas stations, supermarkets, pharmacies, and other retailers may provide cashback services at their point-of-sale terminals. Online and mobile banking remain the fastest options for checking balances, transferring funds, and paying bills, the JBA said, while warning that contact center wait times may be longer than usual. To support customers affected financially by the hurricane, banks are offering temporary relief measures such as a payment deferrals, interest-only periods, and the fee waivers. The JBA encouraged the customers to contact their banker directly to discuss available assistance. The association also warned the public about an increase in fraud and relief scams, stressing that banks will never request the PINs, passwords, or one-time codes. Customers were urged to verify donation appeals and use official contact numbers if they suspect a fraudulent activity. Individuals who have lost or damaged identification or bank documents are encouraged to contact their bank as soon as possible. The JBA appealed for patience and cooperation from the public as banks work to bring more locations and ABMs back online. Updates will continue to be shared through bank websites, social media platforms, and local media outlets. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.